Assalamualaikum and good evening. I am Fara Syahila. Welcome back to Late Night TV, where we review, analyze, and discuss any topic or case that been talked over in Malaysia. For today's episode, we choose a defamation case that occurred in 2017 between Lim Guang, Professor Dr. P. Ramasamy against Ganesan. Defamation is the publication of a statement which affects a person's reputation that it tends to lower him, in the estimation of right-thinking members of society, making them avoid him. To get more clear about the case, Siti Nurezati has the explanation.
The type of defamation for this case that has been identified is slander. Definition of slander is a defamatory statement made orally or in some transient form of expression, such as expressed by gesture. According to the article's case of Lim Guang and Prof. Dr. P. Ramasamy, the slander made by Hindraf and Ganesan is through a press conference organized by concerned citizens of the Indian community on 4th December 2013. In the press conference, he has orally stated the allegation and heard by the media. There are 4 ways of defamatory statement can be used, which are writing, verbally, pictorially, and gesture. Based on Lim Guang and Prof. Dr. P. Ramasamy defamation case, the ways of defamatory statement being used by Hindraf and Ganesan is verbally. The verbally is used by publishing untrue statement by expressing it in speech rather than writing or action. Hindraf and Ganesan made a defamatory statement to Lim Guang and Prof. Dr. P. Ramasamy at a press conference on 4th December 2013. The court involved in dealing with this defamation suit case is the High Court. The High Court consists of 2 Chief Justices, one representing Peninsular Malaysia and other in Sabah and Sarawak. The High Court should at least include 56 judge and judicial commissioner, with 11 in Sabah and Sarawak, while 45 in Peninsular Malaysia. The jurisdiction is original, appellate, and supervisory. Furthermore, the court has unlimited criminal and civil power, which the court has the power to bring the death sentence. Referring to the case of defamation sued by Lim Guang and Prof. Dr. P. Ramasamy against Hindraf and Ganesan, the proceeding of this case have been handled in the Penang High Court. The High Court judge who in charge in this defamation case is Y.A. Dato' Lim Chong Fong. His lordship was appointed as a judicial commissioner on 2nd December 2013, and his lordship was elevated as a High Court judge on 13 January 2017.
Thank you, Siti Nurezati, for the current information about the type, the elements of defamation case, and also the court. In any defamation case, there will be 2 parties involved, a plaintiff and a defendant. Noor Fatihah has the further explanation.
Thank you, Farah. Okay, a plaintiff is the person who filed the lawsuit or sue the defendant, while the defendant is the person who being sued and defend the lawsuit. In this defamation case, the defendant is Ganesan, a former of Hindraf National Advisor. Hindraf referred to Hindu Right Action Force that are formed on 25 December 2005. It is a group of 30 Hindu non-government organizations dedicated to protecting the rights and heritage of the Hindu community in a multiracial nation. Ganesan being sued by the plaintiff for accusing the plaintiff had sent talks to interrupt a meeting by a NGO that the defendant attends. There are two plaintiffs who are Lim Guan Eng and Prof. Dr. P. Ramasamy. During the trial of the cases, Lim Guan Eng was the Chief Minister of Penang and Prof. Dr. P. Ramasamy as the Deputy Chief Minister. Lim Guan Eng is a member of Dewan Rakyat and was a Minister of Finance under former Prime Minister Tun Mahathir Mohamad. He is professional and qualified accountant with a background in economy. On February 2020, Lim Guan Eng has won another defamation suit against blogger Raja Petra Kamarudin about the latest reporting on charge of corruption by the state government in an undersea tunnel project. Prof. Dr. P. Ramasamy is a Malaysian politician and was a professor at University Kebangsaan Malaya, which are officially retired on May 2005. He has 25 years of experience as a professor in political science, working as a consultant and security advisor for a variety of international peace initiatives such as Aceh, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, and Colombia. Prof. Dr. P. Ramasamy worked as a consultant to the 2004 International Labour Organization of Global Labour University. He started joining the AP officially on September 2005. So, Lim Guan Eng and Prof. Dr. P. Ramasamy bring the lawsuit and sue the defendant for accusation mentioned. That's all from me. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Noor Fatihah, regarding the information about the plaintiff and the defendant. We will continue to Noor Fatihah for the overall judgment of the case.
The judgment from court. For this case is the High Court ordered the defendant, former Hindu Rights Action Force Hindraf advisor and Ganesan, to compensate CEO Lim Guan Eng and Deputy CEO Professor P. Ramasamy in a defamation case 50,000 ringgit for damage. Judge also ordered the defendant in a lump sum payment to the two plaintiffs of the cost of 25,000 in 2015. The judge also claimed that Ganesan failed to show that Guang Eng and Ramasamy had sent thugs to disrupt a forum that was held on 4 December 2013. On 4 December 2013, Ganesan held a press conference to make a slanderous statement. Besides, Lim added that rather than holding a media conference that will make a misleading comment, Ganesan should have led the police to do their duty because the police report was submitted on 3 December 2013. In an article entitled Indian Interest Group Claims Thugs Interrupted Meeting, Lim and Ramasamy filed a suit against the New Straits Times and its former journalist Pradeep Nambiar on 4 December 2013. The Court of Appeal had set aside an earlier High Court decision which dismissed Lim and Ramasamy's defamation suit against the defendants. On 21 September, NST which withdrew its application for leave of appeal to the Guang Eng and Ramasamy was ordered by court to cover both 200,000 ringgit and 50,000 ringgit. Simang Murali will be presented for Guang Eng and Ramasamy, while S. Tilaga and S. Roginia presented for Ganesan.
Thank you, Noor Fatihah, for the explanation of the judgment. Before this, Lim Guan Eng and P. Ramasamy also sued the New Straits Times press and its former reporter who reported the Ganesan's defamatory statement. As a result, the case has been solved. The slander made by NGO members against the two DAP leaders turned out to be baseless when the High Court Penang gave a victory to the Chief Minister of Penang, Lim Guan Eng, and his deputy P. Ramasamy. Moral of the story: do not make any statement without evidence, or they will see you in court. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.